Hello, welcome, and we are on another epic adventure. If you don't know where I am, check out these mountains behind me. We are no longer in the UK. I am once again on a trip with a bunch of guys who are up in front of me, wandering away already because it's taken me a few minutes to get myself ready. But we headed up to Edinburgh. We jumped on that Atlantic Airways aeroplane, and yeah, we popped across the old whatever it is, the ocean, and we are back on the Faroe Islands once again. It is April, very early April. It's the 4th of April. I'm not sure when you'll be watching this, but it is the 4th of April, and flying in, the views were flipping stunning. The views were fantastic. We've got snowy caps, we've got some ice to play with, we've got some white stuff, we've got some real beautiful angry weather that it looks like coming up over the next few days. But this is literally the first 5 minutes off the plane. We landed in the airport, we've collected people together. I've had one guy lost his passport, couldn't make it, an absolute crying shame, Steve, but he's going to be coming on my next 2025 one. We've got Rubber with us, who's flown over the long way through Copenhagen and Amsterdam and all that, and they've lost his luggage because one of the flights was delayed, so we've got a bit of a mission to try and catch up with his luggage, or at least his luggage catch up with him. But yeah, we're here, the sun is out at the moment. This is a good start, a nice way to actually break your way in with a little bit of cool weather but dry. We're about to have a look at the Múlafossur Waterfall as per normal because it's right near the airport, so let's fill our boots. So this is it, this is what the Faroes does to people. Look at this, everybody's got their tripods out, everyone is going. I've lent my tripod to Rubber at the moment because his is somewhere in the sky, probably floating around. It's in some country somewhere, just doing what it's doing, really. I expect he's having a great time without him, but yeah, I've lent him my tripod just to keep him going for a minute. Yeah, we've got to do what we've got to do. Now the sun's out, but it's looking like the rain's coming over, and I haven't brought my raincoat because obviously everything's all still in the suitcases. None of us have got our gear, so when this heaven opens in a minute and absolutely comes lashing down on top of us, we're all going to be drenched on day one. Hour one, 15-minute one. That's what we're going to be. I've heard the saying that you get all 4 seasons in one over here, and I've never really had that in all the trips I've made so far, but at the moment we've got sunshine, we've got a little bit of snow on the hills, and the rain's coming across that there sea to come and get us. So we could be getting a bit of a toasting in a minute and a bit of a mullering and some lovely light rays just creeping in over there. It's just something starting to happen now. I wasn't going to get my camera out. I thought I've got shots from there before, they're all a bit better than this, but if I don't take one, I'll regret not having it. And if that does do something, I want to be ready. So I'm going to get my camera out. So I lent Rubber my tripod. Do you remember me saying that before? Yeah. He's only gone and stuck a Nikon on it. Seriously, a Nikon on my tripod? What is going on? What is this world coming to? Well, I've just put my waterproof on because, you know, I said we were getting a bit of weather coming in. Well, she's coming in, and it's in the form of white fluffy snow. Yeah, you heard it. We're going to get snow. So as much as it's snowing and it's obviously making a, you know, spoiling the image in a way, I actually really like it. I like the fact that it's really subdued light, really muted, and we've got all this snow going on in front of us, which is really softening the image, and it's making it slightly different to all the other ones I've taken, because I've taken all the lovely, glorious, fancy looking, shiny ones. Having something moody and dramatic is definitely the way forward, I think, for this weekend. Excitement factor level 3, maybe even level 4. We've got some beautiful light going on. We're all ignoring the waterfall now. You come down here to Múlafossur Waterfall and we're ignoring it because we've got this absolute blistering light show going on over here. It's absolutely stonking. So I'm going to flip the camera around so you can actually appreciate it, because it's no good me talking about it. You just need to see it. It's fantastic. We've got snow blizzard coming across it. It's got light rays. It's got light. Oh, it's just got all sorts going on. It's just amazing. Amazing. Really, really good. Wow. Good morning, good morning. You can see by the magic of television and camera trickery, we are now on the very next morning. We left Múlafossur last night and we headed back to our accommodation, got everyone sorted out some bedrooms. We got a big pot of pasta on the go and had some dinner, and it was rather nice to be actually getting into bed because I was goosed. The weather over that side, over the side where we're actually stopping, is flipping phenomenal. It is the best I've ever seen it, and this is my 4th trip to the Faroe Islands, and it is stunning. We got white mountains, we got white snowy fluffy stuff. It is really, really pretty. But we stopped this morning because on the way past we got this amazing amazing rock with the sheer rock face, and I've shot this rock out in the middle of the sea many times, but I've never seen it quite like this because it is two-tone with the white snowy face on the front and the dark black rock on the backside, and you've got this little island leading off in the background, which just looks a bit like a snail really. It looks almost like a creature that's crawling across the shoreline in the distance, and it just looks amazing with the white snow against it. So yeah, we've all stopped out, we've all jumped out the bus is behind me here, we're all leaped out, cameras and tripods everywhere, and we're just getting a few snaps as we're heading down. It's nice and early, but extremely very, very cold. So we are now on our first mission, our first walk. It's before opening time, so we've got to pay the man on the way back. I spoke to him last time and they said it's fine. We've got some lovely pink clouds over in the distance facing the wrong direction. But yeah, we're heading up to Trellanipa, which is the part where you get the floating lake above the ocean. It is nice and hard underfoot. The ground is quite frosty, and as you can see, I've got layers on. It is really biting cold. The wind chill factor is a lot lower than the actual car was saying 0. But yeah, this little walk should warm us up, and I'll check in when we get there because you don't need to see the walk. God, you can tell how cold it is. All the little trickles across the pathway are all frozen solid. We just come across a little stream that is no longer a stream, it's just a block of ice. This walk, when you're heading down, the walk's really easy. It's quite nice and flat, it's quite gentle, it's just non-stop sort of walking along the trail. Up in the distance, doesn't look much. But I just said to the guys, you know, don't be underestimating this one. This is a pretty epic location, but you do need to see it. You need to stand on the edge of this cliff. 162 meters, 400 feet. That's massive, that's huge, and it's straight down. We have got to the end where the interesting part starts, and as you can see here we get a massive drop. Not advisable to go too close to the edge. I do like to take a little bit of a risk, but I do have my limits when it's to places like this. But this is an amazing location. But this time, for a bit of a change, I'm going to go up on the opposite side looking down that way because the sun's coming up over there, so it's hitting the front of this rock. So I'm thinking, rather than shooting into the sun, let's use the sun to highlight it, and then we'll go round to the other side and get a look at the classic, because you get this bit here that's sticking out, this dark piece in front of us there, that's the bow. I think they call it like the bow of the boat. So yeah, this rock is called, oh, this is Tralanipa. Legend has it, I think it's got a sort of translated English name of Slave Mountain, I think it is. And tradition, or legend has it that in the Viking days, this is where they pushed the slaves off. So yeah, pretty, eh? Don't suppose they get a lot of chance at swimming at the bottom and enjoying the sea. But yeah, Slave Mountain, pretty tragic. Right, so we are here and I'm going to get the lens and camera on. And I was going to look at doing something wide, but over in the distance, right out there, we've got this weather coming in over the top of the mountains and the hills and the little islands and stuff, and it just looks amazing. So I'm thinking long lens and just snap a few. Now I'm doing a bit handheld because Robert's borrowing my tripod again, because we're still waiting for that flight to come in with his tripod hopefully on board. So I'm going to have to stick to a few handheld shots, and I think I might just dabble with a drone and get the drone out as well. But off in the distance looks pretty cool. There's a bird flying through as well, so if I take my 2-second timer off, I can wait for a bird to fly into the frame and just add that extra dimension to the image. Just need them to fly away from the cliff though. We have now come around to the other side of the rock. This is the classic view. This is where you get the lake above the ocean, the floating lake. Pretty stunning view. Really difficult to get because you've got to get quite close to the edge, because you need to get the water at the bottom of, like, it's like a bow of the boat and you've got to get the water at the bottom. Yeah, it's quite serious. You've got to get on the edge, preferably not to the last few inches, even though my tripod is probably 6 inches from the edge and 160 meters down. So yeah, we don't want to get too close, even though we are close enough. The sunlight is quite harsh, it's quite bright. It's giving you that dimension though where the lake is actually above the ocean, so it does actually work for that. You know, it's lighting it in the right direction. There's some stunning views down the coast that way. There's not a lot of water going over the Múlafossur Waterfall. It's pretty calm, but we're going to have a look at that on the way round. But I'm still going to make my way up. I'm definitely going up, and I'm loving this sunlight in the distance breaking through everything. It's really casting some nice shadows, but it's super difficult to shoot into the sun. But classic shots done, just done on a wide angle. Got 10mm on this, and it's probably around about 16mm full frame, and I'm on f6.4. Not that it makes any difference at this wide, because everything's going to be sharp anyway. Down now over the other side of the hillside. Went up to the top to have a bit of a nose, took a couple of shots into the harsh sunlight. I don't know whether they're going to work or not, and now we're just going to make our way around to see if there's any water in this Múlafossur Waterfall. Múlafossur, something like that, without tripping down the bank. Yeah, start up high. The others have walked sort of down. I sort of pointed them in the right direction. So we're making our way down this way. Got Stuart with us. He's on Compton watch duty. I don't know where Trevor's gone. Trevor's on the radio, but he's not got his radio on, and he's a little bit of a bugger for standing near the edges. So I could do with catching a glimpse of him, at least getting my eyes on him. And we've also left one at the top as well, just filling his boots. Just about taking photographs and enjoying it. Just fill it up, take it as many as you like, and as many different directions as you like. Come down a little bit lower now, and the terrain underfoot has changed slightly. It's got onto very gritty, harsh sort of rock underfoot, which is basically volcanic. You can see here now we're walking on the harder stuff rather than the turf and the grass, and yeah, I still can't see any of them in front now. But let's keep going down. There might be a little bit of water on this waterfall after all. Just a trickle, maybe, just a trickle. Stuart just spotted a hare running across the the bank. I can't show you, it's already gone, but it was down the bottom there, and it was white as well. It's the first time I've ever seen a white rabbit or a hare or anything, but it's obviously got its winter coat still on, which is pretty epic. Definitely need to be hanging around with a big massive lens though for things like that. Even though I got mine on here, I wasn't ready. So we've got a little bit of flow of water. We've come down now, we've walked all the way down. Get to a bit of a scramble down this lot here, sort of make your way down. I'm sure you can make your way around from the edge as well. The other guys are just coming down behind us. We just radioed through and told them where we are. We've picked up Trevor. We haven't lost him. He's still here. He's still with us. He's there. We've got him still. Yeah, we've got water. We've got a little bit of water. This is Múlafossur Waterfall. Something like that. Well, Fossa is waterfall, isn't it, I think? Not a lot of water, but we've definitely got a flow, so it's worth a picture. And the backdrop is pretty epic anyway, so it's going to make a nice photo, even if it's a chocolate box sort of picture. We are now all back together again. We've got the whole group back together, just getting a shot of this. This is just, I've taken one photograph of it because, in all fairness, it's doing nothing compared to the last few times I've been here. If you want, I put a couple of pictures up from last time. But yeah, so for me, it's just a case of seeing it and being here and, you know, showing these guys and ticking this one off the box. So we're going to make our way back across. I don't know whether to end the video now or just to maybe get a couple of snaps of the snow just to finish on a bit of a different sort of scene, a bit different look. We're going to head back through the mountains, back down through the fjords, underneath the fjords, even through the tunnels, and on the other side it is pure white. So that's the plan. Coffee, down to the other side, get a couple of snaps, maybe do the S-curve road. Yeah, we'll see you around that side. We'll have a little bit of snow and we'll finish on a nice snowy shot. Well, I may have mentioned earlier on that we've got a bit of snow. Look at this. We've just driven up, zero visibility, and then we've just come out and we've got this beautiful fjord down here in front of us, and I'm just about to take my first steps onto the white fluffy stuff. Yes, we've got snow, and what an amazing little drop this is with all these photographers here that I've managed to sort out and bring over and show them. Fantastic. Oh, and I'm stepping in 3 or 4 inches of snow now. Oh, it feels so good under my feet. All right, I'm going to snap the camera out, get a shot, and yeah, it just looks so different in snow. So different. So I've actually got the camera out on the tripod, but I'm going to have to do the honest thing and show you the picture I took handheld a minute ago, because the handheld shot was a lot better than what I'm going to show you now, purely because it started snowing again and we're losing the light, and the light's dropping down and snubbed out the mountains. But that's better still. For a snowy scene, this is pretty cool. I've come down really low because I've got this patch of snow down in front of me, and it's given me a leading line from the bottom left to the right, taking you through the image, and then your eye was then drifting round the road, around the mountains, back down into the fjord, into the bottom. But like I say, unfortunately now, the background's cladded in a little bit. Now I am bracketing because I want to pick the lightness up, and I find it easy to bracket it. I just leave it as it is, and I get 2 exposures over, 2 exposures under. But you can probably see behind me or in between me that the snow's coming back in, and it's starting to whip past us, but like I say, it's actually snubbing out the view, which is a bit of a shame. So I'll show you the one I took handheld, and I'll put this one up just to give you a taste of what it is I was thinking. May hang around for a couple of minutes just to see if it blows through again, but we'll see. Well, honestly, all this lot, all of them, all 5 of them, went and sat in the van while it started snowing. And then suddenly the lights come out. We've got this beautiful vista in front of us. Absolutely peachy. What's up with you? You cold? Well, we've got a thing going on. Listen to this man here.
Good morning, mesdames et messieurs.
Good morning, mesdames and messieurs. Who does that? Who says that? So everyone's jumped out of the van. They're all at the back at the moment, piling out the boot, getting cameras out. I've moved down the road just literally not even half a mile from where I was before, and I've got a building down below me. I think it used to be the old prison. It's now some sort of a spa centre or something like that, I think, but it used to be the prison on the island. This is absolutely amazing at the moment. It's dead clear, it's all cleared up. We've got beautiful, beautiful, beautiful views, and I'm sure it won't last more than 5 minutes. So I'm going to end the video here. Please, please do check out video 2 when we get out, and we're going to go to Dragoneer, and we've got a special tour booked for later on this evening, so we should get a little bit of light, a little bit of sunset colour, hopefully, fingers crossed. It should be really quite nice, so a very special one for us to do. So please check that out in the next video. Till next time, ciao for now, see you soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe, give us that thumbs up, and I hope you've enjoyed this start to the Faroe Islands trip. I'm sure there's going to be a few more videos coming your way, so yeah, ta-ra for now, and I will see you next time, hopefully with some warmer fingers, but I just know it's not going to happen.